Unleashing your inner giant, the power of faith and self-belief. Welcome everyone to this special TED Talk. Today we're diving deep into a topic that has the power to transform lives, shatter limitations, and unlock the extraordinary potential within each of us. I'm thrilled to share insights gleaned from my recent interview with Paula Shepherd, a remarkable individual whose journey and wisdom have left an indelible mark on me and countless others. Paula Shepherd isn't just an inspiring figure, she's a force of nature, a beacon of hope in a world often clouded by doubt and fear. Her story is one of resilience, unwavering faith, and the astounding power of self belief. Through her experiences and the lessons she's learned, Paula has become a catalyst for positive change, touching lives and inspiring individuals to reach for their dreams, no matter how impossible they may seem. Now, let's embark on this transformative journey together. Buckle up, because what you're about to hear might just change the course of your life. Have you ever stood at the precipice of your dreams, heart pounding, palms sweating, only to take a step back, convinced that the chasm between where you are and where you want to be is just too wide? We've all been there, haven't we? Those moments when the world seems to close in and we're left wondering if we're truly capable of achieving our wildest aspirations. Well, what if I told you that the key to unlocking your potential, to bridging that seemingly insurmountable gap, lies not in some secret formula or hidden talent, but in something you've possessed all along, something so fundamental, so intrinsic to who you are that you might have overlooked its power entirely? Paula Shepherd's journey is a testament to this extraordinary force, the combined power of faith and self belief. Her story isn't just inspiring, it's a wake up call for anyone who's ever doubted themselves or felt trapped by their circumstances. Through her experiences, Paula has uncovered a truth that's both simple and profound. When we trust in a higher power and believe in ourselves, we can overcome any obstacle, no matter how daunting it may seem. Now, I know what you're thinking. Easy for her to say, right? But here's the thing: Paula's path wasn't paved with gold, far from it. She faced challenges that would have broken many of us, yet through it all, she discovered a wellspring of strength that she never knew existed. And the best part, that same strength resides in each and every one of us, waiting to be tapped into. Let's start with the cornerstone of Paula's philosophy, faith. Now, before you roll your eyes or tune out, thinking this is going to be a religious sermon, hear me out. We're not just talking about religious faith here, although that's certainly a part of it for Paula. We're talking about a deep seated belief in something greater than ourselves, something that gives our lives meaning and purpose. For Paula, this meant putting her trust in God. But regardless of your spiritual leanings, the principle remains the same. When we connect with something beyond our immediate reality, we tap into a source of courage and resilience that can carry us through even the darkest of times. Think about it. How many times have you worried yourself sick over something only to find that it all worked out in the end? How often have you lost sleep over a problem that, in retrospect, seems trivial? Paula learned to let go of that worry, to trust that things would unfold as they should. It's not about sitting back and doing nothing. It's about taking action while releasing the anxiety that often paralyzes us. Imagine waking up each day free from the burden of constant worry. Picture yourself tackling challenges with a sense of calm and assurance, knowing that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. This isn't just a pipe dream, it's a reality that Paula lives every day, and one that she believes is accessible to all of us. But faith alone isn't enough. Paula's journey also highlights the critical importance of self belief. We live in a world that's all too eager to tell us what we can't do, what we're not capable of. It's easy to internalize these messages, to let them define us. But Paula's story shows us that we have the power to rewrite our own narratives. You see, believing in yourself isn't about ignoring your limitations or pretending you're invincible. It's about recognizing your inherent worth and potential, regardless of your current circumstances. It's about understanding that you are capable of growth, of change, of achieving things you never thought possible. Paula's mantra, you can be whatever you want to be within reason, isn't just a feel good platitude. It's a call to action. It's an invitation to dream big, but also to put in the work to make those dreams a reality. It's about setting ambitious goals while also being realistic about the steps needed to achieve them. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, but you don't know my situation. You don't know what I've been through. And you're right, I don't. But neither did Paula know the challenges she would face. Yet she chose to believe in herself, to trust in her ability to overcome. And that made all the difference. Let me share a powerful example from Paula's life. There was a time when she found herself in an abusive relationship, a situation that many might see as hopeless, as inescapable. But Paula's faith and self belief gave her the strength to recognize the red flags, to understand that she deserved better, and ultimately to walk away. This wasn't an easy decision. It required courage, self reflection, and a willingness to face the unknown. But Paula's trust in God and in herself gave her the fortitude to make that choice. And in doing so, she not only saved herself, but also set an example for others who might be facing similar situations. Now, I'm not saying that faith and self belief are magic wands that will instantly solve all your problems. Life isn't that simple. But what Paula's story teaches us is that these qualities give us the resilience to face our challenges head on, to learn from our experiences, and to keep moving forward no matter what. Think about the areas in your life where you've been holding back. Maybe it's a career move you've been too afraid to make. Perhaps it's a relationship you know isn't serving you, or it could be a personal goal you convinced yourself is out of reach. What if, just for a moment, you allowed yourself to believe that you're capable of handling it? What if you trusted that whatever the outcome, you have the strength to deal with it? This shift in perspective can be transformative. When we approach life with faith and self belief, we open ourselves up to possibilities we might never have considered before. We become more resilient in the face of setbacks, more willing to take calculated risk, and more capable of bouncing back from failure. But here's the thing, this kind of faith and self belief isn't something that just happens overnight. It's a muscle that needs to be exercised regularly. Paula didn't wake up one day suddenly filled with unwavering trust and confidence. She cultivated these qualities over time through practice and persistence. So, how can we start building this muscle? Well, Paula's approach offers some valuable insights. First, she emphasized the importance of connecting with something greater than ourselves. For her, this means prayer and spiritual practice, but it could also mean meditation, spending time in nature, or engaging in activities that give you a sense of purpose and meaning. Second, Paula stresses the power of positive self talk. The way we speak to ourselves matters. Instead of focusing on your limitations, try affirming your strengths. Instead of dwelling on past failures, remind yourself of times when you've overcome challenges. This isn't about ignoring reality, it's about choosing to focus on the aspects of yourself and your life that empower you. Third, Paula's story highlights the importance of surrounding yourself with supportive people. Sometimes believing in yourself is easier when you have others who believe in you too. Seek out relationships that uplift and encourage you. And don't be afraid to distance yourself from those who constantly doubt or belittle your abilities. Now, let's talk about worry for a moment. We all do it, don't we? We worry about our jobs, our relationships, our futures. But Paula's journey teaches us that worry is often a waste of our mental and emotional energy. It doesn't change the outcome of a situation, it only robs us of our peace in the present moment. Instead of worrying, Paula advocates for a proactive approach. Identify the things you can control, take action on those, and then release the rest. Trust that you have the capacity to handle whatever comes your way. This doesn't mean you'll never feel anxious or concerned, but it does mean you won't let those feelings paralyze you or prevent you from living fully. One of the most powerful aspects of Paula's story is her emphasis on paying attention to red flags, especially in relationships. Too often we ignore warning signs because we're afraid of being alone or because we don't believe we deserve better. But Paula's experience shows us that recognizing and acting on these red flags is crucial for our well being and personal growth. This applies not just to romantic relationships, but to all areas of our lives. Are there situations in your life right now where you're ignoring red flags? Maybe it's a job that's draining your energy, a friendship that's become toxic, or a habit that's holding you back. Paula's story encourages us to face these issues head on, trusting that we have the strength to make necessary changes. Now, I want to circle back to something I mentioned earlier, Paula's podcast, Paula's Purse. This isn't just a shameless plug, although I do encourage you to check it out. It's an example of how Paula has put her philosophy into action. She's taken her passion for cooking, her gift for conversation, and her desire to inspire others and turned it into a platform for sharing her message. This is what happens when we combine faith and self belief with action. We create opportunities, not just for ourselves, but for others as well. Paula's podcast isn't just about cooking or entertainment, it's about spreading a message of hope, resilience, and empowerment. So, as we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a challenge. Over the next week, I want you to practice living with the kind of faith and self belief that Paula embodies. Start each day by affirming your worth and your capabilities. When you face a challenge, instead of worrying, take a moment to connect with your inner strength. Pay attention to the red flags in your life and have the courage to address them. Remember, you have within you the same strength that Paula discovered in herself. You have the power to overcome obstacles, to pursue your dreams, and to create a life that truly fulfills you. It won't always be easy, and there will be times when doubt creeps in. But if you can hold on to that core faith and self belief, you'll find that you're capable of far more than you ever imagined. Paula's story isn't just about personal triumph, it's about the ripple effect that one person's faith and self belief can have on the world. By embracing these principles in your own life, you're not just transforming your own reality, you're setting an example for others, inspiring them to believe in themselves too. Now, as we come to the close of this talk, I want to leave you with a thought that I hope will resonate long after you've left this room. Imagine for a moment a world where everyone believed in themselves as fiercely as Paula does, a world where faith and self belief were as common as breathing. What kind of world would that be? It would be a world of innovators and dreamers, of people unafraid to take risks and push boundaries. It would be a world where kindness and empathy flourish because when we believe in ourselves, we have the strength to lift others up. It would be a world where problems are seen as challenges to be overcome, not insurmountable obstacles. This isn't just a fantasy. This is a world we can create one person at a time, starting with you right here, right now. So I challenge you. Step out of this room today with a new perspective. Look at yourself in the mirror and see not just who you are, but who you have the potential to become. Face your fears with the knowledge that you have the strength to overcome them. Pursue your dreams with the unwavering belief that you are worthy of achieving them. And most importantly, spread this message. Be the Paula in someone else's life. Show others what's possible when you combine faith with self belief. Because when we lift ourselves up, we lift up those around us. And together we can create a tidal wave of positive change. Remember, you are not just capable of greatness, you are greatness waiting to be unleashed. You are a giant, perhaps sleeping, but ready to awaken. So go forth, believe in yourself, trust in something greater, and watch as your world transforms. Thank you.